This video is an ultimate guide to the 10 best things to do in Zagreb, Croatia. 1. Wander the upper town. Start your Zagreb adventure in Gornji Grad, the medieval upper town that feels like a living fairy tale. This historic district is one of the two original settlements that merged to form modern Zagreb. As you walk the cobblestone streets, you will pass by the Croatian Parliament and the Government Palace on St. Mark's Square. The star attraction is St. Mark's Church, instantly recognizable by its vibrant tiled roof, depicting the coats of arms of Zagreb and the kingdoms of Croatia, Dalmatia, and Slavonia. The church was first mentioned in the 13th century and is one of the city's oldest surviving structures. While you can only peek inside at the stone reliefs, the exterior alone is worth the trip. The street is also home to the Old City Hall and several historic cannons embedded in the fortifications. 2. Ride the world's shortest funicular. Connecting the upper and lower towns is the Zagreb Funicular, the shortest public transport funicular in the world. This charming cable car covers a distance of just 66 meters and 64 seconds. It has operated since 1890 and holds the record for the safest public transport system globally, with no reported passenger injuries since its opening. A single ticket is very affordable. The lower station is on Tomicheva Street, near the Ilika Shopping Street. At the top, you step out right next to the Laterščak Tower. Riding this historic funicular is a fun, quick, and iconic way to experience the city's unique geography. 3. Hear the noon cannon. Just steps from the funicular stands the Laterščak Tower, a 13th century fortified tower that once protected the southern gate of Grad. Every single day, precisely at noon, a cannon is fired from the tower's balcony. This tradition, known as the Grad Cannon, has marked midday for Zagreb since January 1, 1877. The cannon was originally meant to give the signal for the city's bell ringers to ring the noon hour. Today, it draws crowds of tourists and locals. For a small fee, you can climb the tower to get a panoramic view of the city. The explosion is loud, so do not stand too close. The sound echoes across the city rooftops and is a unique daily ritual that connects you to centuries of tradition. 4. Explore Grad Tunnel. Beneath the Upper Town Hill lies the Grad Tunnel, a fascinating pedestrian passage built during World War II. It was constructed by the Ustash government to serve as a bomb shelter and a promenade. The tunnel is 350 meters long and up to 5.5 meters wide. For decades after the war, it fell into disrepair and was used as a fruit and vegetable storage facility. In the 1990s, it hosted some of the first raves in Croatia and served as a shelter during the Croatian War of Independence. Today, it's a public thoroughfare and a venue for art installations and light shows. Walking through its cool, dimly lit passage is a bit eerie and very memorable. It connects Mesnička and Radičeva streets, offering a quick shortcut and a journey into the city's layered history. 5. Visit the cathedral. Standing tall over Capitol Square is the magnificent Zagreb Cathedral, officially the Cathedral of the Assumption of the Blessed Virgin Mary and Saint Stephen and Ladislav. It is the most monumental Gothic building southeast of the Alps and the second tallest building in Croatia. Its twin spires soar 108 meters high. The cathedral was originally constructed in the 13th century, but has been rebuilt many times due to earthquakes and fires. The neo-Gothic renovation after the 1880 earthquake gave it its current dramatic appearance. Step inside to see the main altar, the beautiful stained glass windows, and the elaborate pulpit. The cathedral is the final resting place of Cardinal Aloysius Stepinac, whose tomb is a site of pilgrimage. 6. Shop at Dolac Market. Just north of the cathedral, you will find Dolac Market, the vibrant open-air food market that has been the belly of Zagreb since 1930. Locals call it the stomach of the city. The market is built on a raised terrace. The upper square is a sea of red umbrellas covering stalls piled high with fresh produce, honey, cheeses, and flowers. Below is the Dolak Hall, where you can buy meat, dairy, and freshly caught fish. Even if you are not cooking, a stroll here is a feast for the senses. You can sample local specialities like strukli, a cheese-filled pastry, or buy a bag of fresh truffles. The energy is authentic, the vendors are friendly, and it is the perfect place to experience the real rhythm of Zagreb life. 7. Banja Luka Square. Descend into the vibrant heart of the city at Banja Luka Square, the main square of Zagreb. This large, pedestrian-friendly plaza is named after Josip Jelačić, a Croatian viceroy, whose equestrian statue dominates the center. The square is the zero point for the city's addresses. It is a bustling hub surrounded by Austro-Hungarian buildings, shops, and cafés. In the summer, the square is filled with outdoor seating and live music. In winter, it hosts a massive Christmas market and an ice skating rink. From here, the main shopping street, Ilika, stretches west, and the historic Tkalčićeva Street, famous for its nightlife, begins to the east. It is the perfect starting point for any walking tour. 8. Stroll Zrinjevac Park. Zrinjevac Park is the most beautiful and popular section of the Green Horseshoe, Lanussi's Horseshoe, a U-shaped chain of parks in the lower town. This leafy, manicured park was laid out in the 19th century. It features a beautiful music pavilion where concerts are held in the summer. You will find historic fountains, colorful flower beds, and a meteorological station that has recorded the weather since 1884. The park is surrounded by magnificent historic mansions, including the Archaeological Museum and the Croatian Academy of Sciences and Arts. Grab a bench and watch the locals play chess, walk their dogs, and enjoy a slow coffee. It is a quiet escape from the bustling streets. 9. Medieval Medvedgrad Castle. Just a 10-kilometer drive north of the city center, perched on the southern slopes of Medvednica Mountain, lies the medieval fortress of Medvedgrad. This castle was built in the mid-13th century after the Tatar invasion to protect the growing city. It has overlooked Zagreb for over 800 years. The fortress was abandoned after a devastating earthquake in 1590 and fell into ruin. It was restored in the 1980s and is now a popular tourist attraction. You can explore its double walls, towers, residential palace, and a chapel. The views from the ramparts over the city and the surrounding plains are stunning. The site is also home to the Altar of the Homeland, a memorial to Croatian soldiers killed in the Homeland War. It is a great destination for history buffs and hikers alike. Hit the like button if you like the video. If you want exciting offers on flights and hotels, check the description below. Next, 10. Eat strukli and cevapi. Finally, you have to eat like a true Zagreber. The absolute must-try local speciality is strukli, a traditional pastry made of dough filled with fresh cottage cheese. It can be boiled or baked, savory or sweet. The best place to try authentic strukli is La Struk, a tiny restaurant dedicated entirely to this dish. For a classic Balkan street food experience, find a vendor selling cevapi, grilled minced meat sausages served with flatbread and chopped onions. Pair it with a side of ajvar, a savory red pepper relish. For a full traditional meal, order Zagorska purica s mlinčima, turkey with dried flatbread, or a hearty bowl of sarma, cabbage rolls. Wash it all down with a glass of local Croatian wine or a craft beer. The food is hearty, the portions are generous, and the flavors are pure comfort.